everyone. Steph Beckett here at InfoComm 2025. We are very excited to be here at Xyte's booth, but we are talking about something really exciting. We're talking about OpenAV Cloud. So first, we're going to go down. Everyone's going to introduce themselves. So Susie, introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Susie Lim, and I'm from Shure, and we are part of the founding member for AV Cloud.
My name is Omer Brookstein. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Xyte, and very proud to be part of the founding members of OpenAV Cloud as well.
Hi, I'm Petra Shimonishi, and I'm with Panasonic, and we are extremely excited to be founding members of this great industry initiative called OpenAV Cloud.
Awesome. Well, Omer, I'd love to start with you. Can you just talk a little bit about OpenAV Cloud, what it is, and why it's important for the industry?
I can go probably for an hour, but looking at the software industry, we kind of came back from ISC, right? And in the software, we very much used to just integrate different platforms with a click of a button. You click a button and Microsoft Teams and integrate your Salesforce and so on. And in the audio video, we have many platforms that are living in the cloud. Remote management and monitoring is one of them, but room booking and content management system and so on. And we try to imagine how the AV industry can kind of step up to our customers' demand and make it so easy for them to integrate into Panasonic and Shure and Sony and all the other great brands with a click of a button. And that's the concept behind that, opening those APIs in the cloud and making it a lot easier for our customers eventually to use the technology they're implementing in their enterprise rooms and so on.
Absolutely. Susie, I'm interested to talk to you next. Can you talk a little bit about why it was important for Shure to be part of OpenAV Cloud?
Yes, we see that a lot of our customers, they would like to get the best of breed of technology. So even though I would like to sell all of the stuff, all Shure brands, that doesn't happen sometimes. They would like to get some of the things from other brands, but then also at the same time, there are other things that make up a solution, like what Omar just said, which is scheduling rooms. And now with all of this AI, there are different natural language that will come. There are different applications that will come, and we really think that this will be best for our customers. They do deserve to get the best, and we do want to make sure that their investment is going to be future proof.
Yeah, that's a really great point. Petra, what about you? I'm interested to hear you kind of answer the same question.
Well, speaking on behalf of Panasonic Projector and Display Americas, our projectors and displays are used in a wide variety of market verticals. And frankly, for most of the industry time that we've been in projectors and displays, we've kind of treated these products like islands, so to speak. However, our customers do not treat the products by islands. When they're coming to buy a projector or a display from us, they're also thinking about the other things that go in this room and how these products work together. So for us, interoperability is a key value proposition that we wish to achieve with this initiative. And we think by being part of this initiative, we're able to come up with some standards that everybody in the industry can enjoy so that our customers can get better value by making our products more interoperable, easier, and more efficiently.
You kind of touched on this, but I'm interested in kind of digging into this a little bit more. Interoperability in our industry. We've talked about it a lot. We've talked about interoperability a lot in AV, but that's not always been how things have worked out. Can you guys talk a little bit about the importance of interoperability to you and how you think OpenAV Cloud can kind of help push that forward? Whoever wants to take that first.
I go first. I think Susie and Pedro did a fantastic job just describing that, right? Every room will have a microphone and a speaker by Shure and other manufacturers, and DSP by maybe Symmetrix or Biam, a projector by Panasonic, and a Sony display, right? And you need to be able to kind of aggregate everything into a single dashboard, into a single platform, right? And this can only happen if, as an industry, right, we once again step up to our customers' requirements. We've been talking about audio, video, and IT convergence for decades, but to be honest, we're still those little islands on the side. And we just came back from a very large enterprise customer meeting last week, and the worst thing about it, that this is how they see us, right? It's just another thing on IT they have to deal with, right? But how can we move for something they have to deal with into something they love dealing with, right? And make their life so much easier.
Absolutely.
Actually, if I could add to that, AV should be fun. It really should be fun.
Great
point.
point.
I mean, most of us got into this industry because AV is fun. But fundamentally, we've kind of made it a mess. So this is our chance to make AV fun again and unlock new opportunities for the entire industry. If you think about the IT industry does this very well. Standardization on platforms and communication protocols allowed a whole host of manufacturers to come up with new ideas and new offerings to the marketplace. So this is really a full industry initiative that we're supporting here with OpenAV Cloud.
Yes, I would like to say the same thing, exactly that IT point, that more and more this AV will come into the IT domain, and IT knows how to do this one for decades. All of the systems are simply interoperable. They can discover themselves. They are very secure. Authentication happens all the time, and in our side is always a question mark. So I think it is the time that we will really step up. We are going to go beyond the product of the best audio and video. It is going to be a whole total solution that we have to start looking at.
Absolutely. Well, something else, like kind of coming at it from another point of view as well, is what I've been taught from the second that I entered this industry is that cloud-based AV and AV as a service really walk hand in hand. They're best friends. So where do you see this initiative kind of coming in and being a part of that as well?
As a cloud company, what I can say, I guess, is the cloud has to be the heart of everything, right? And now AI only accelerates this, right? So I think talking about standards, MCP, which everybody was talking about in the industry, take that another step further. But I really do think with the revolution of AI, cloud is almost like 99 use, right? If you don't have a cloud strategy at this point, you're in a very big problems, right? And I think with AI, we have to completely rethink how we look at device orchestration, how we look at remote management and monitoring, because all that's going to change. And I also think it's gonna change everything for AV and hardware as a service, creating a host of new opportunities for device manufacturers, because every device now is an AI-powered device. Every device runs some AI at the edge. It could be a tracking camera, it can be a beaming microphone, and so on. And device manufacturers has the opportunity and have to find a way to monetize that, right? And because now it's running on the cloud, it has some cost in the cloud as well. Well, how do you bring that to the customer and giving them new business model that can be beneficial for the device manufacturer, but also for the end customer and the system integrator?
Absolutely.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I just kind of wanted to talk about really also bringing in the perspective of integrators and end users and how this is really, really going to benefit them in the long run. And if you guys could talk about that for a few minutes. Do you want to take that first, Susie?
Yes, I think so. I think the thing is that we are moving from products to solutions, like what we were talking about, but the cloud also. Now we start moving from solutions into services, and now we have to start talking about experience. How do you experience? I just want it to work. I go there and then it's like, I need to know how many people are using in the room. It's just the insights need to just be at the tip of your hand.
Yes.
But at the same time, the world is also moving into business outcome. It is all now about at the end of the day, my meeting becomes more effective. I can make better decisions because all of these other things are helping me. But the things are moving, and we can only move that fast if we are in the cloud and if things are working as a solution, working together.
I think I would just like to say to all of the resellers in our industry, what could you do if you didn't have to spend the time making a projector, work with a DSP, work with a microphone, work with the speaker, work with a content media server? What else could you do? If you think about this is really the value that this is going to provide. You could go into creating better managed services for your customers. You could actually do better monitoring. You could use AI for predictive maintenance. You could know about a problem at a customer's location even before the customer knows about it. That's really the value that we're aiming to drive with the OpenAV Cloud initiative.
Just to maybe quickly add to that, I think it's a huge opportunity for system integrators to transition from simply moving boxes and installing boxes to offering managed services to their customers, right? And that's where you create that long-term relationship with your customer. And when you look at the software industry, that's exactly what happened. I keep reminding people it's hard to believe, but I think 12, 15 years ago, we all used to go and buy Adobe or Microsoft Office in the CD and just store down the street, right? We don't do it any longer. And the companies that successfully transitioned, they transitioned to become managed service providers for the Google Suite, the Microsoft Suite, and so on. And that the same thing will happen in our industry.
Absolutely. Last question, where can people find more information about OpenAV Cloud?
Visit www.openav.cloud.
Amazing.
And Petro is now leading what we call as a temporary name, the community committee. We're looking to involve more people, more system integrators, more consultants. Following the event we had, I think 3-4 weeks ago, we got some really great interest from all over the industries, universities and enterprise customers.
Yep.
And we really do think it's for the benefit of the industry. It's making, simply being a better citizen of the industry. And it's important for all of us.
Absolutely. Well, Petro, Omer, Susie, thank you guys so much for your time, and I hope you have a good rest of your InfoComm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steph.
And don't forget, on our site as well, go to ravepubs.com/InfoComm for all your InfoComm news. Once again, I'm Steph Beckett, and we will see you next time.